So I'm not even sure what realistically to even say. As I stated before, and as you can see in the picture, 2025 is starting off like this. 5 days ago, this woman said, to be honest, I think black women should start falsely accusing black men of SA. It works for white women and they get a pretty penny from it. If black women can't get the coin through marriage, then we might as well get it through the court. I thought that's what the child support was for, but whatever. Next, she stated, who cares if black boys are being touched? Let them suffer in silence like black girls do. Or tell them that it's something about their spirit, energy, soul that attracted that type of thing. Just like y'all tell black girls. Now, again, I don't know specifically what to tell people. The main thing that I used to always tell you guys is that hurt people hurt people. So what she is stating is that because maybe it might have been her, let's just put it down this road. Maybe she may have been the person in a sense that she's talking about, where she was telling different individuals that such and such happened and nothing happened. I also want to state something that she doesn't want to mention is the fact that when you have a lot of young black girls state this to their mothers or women in their families, that those women tend not to take it serious, tend not to actually do anything about it. And some of those are the exact same ones who will hide such individuals who are part of the families, who are part of the communities doing this to the children there. So I just want to preface that and put that directly out there just in case somebody want to try to go for some, oh, but what about this? And nah, let's just try to square everything away. So let's say that this was, in a sense, her. So because she is a hurt individual and nobody listened to her, nobody came to her aid, now that she is an adult woman and she's seeing information and different things going on, and young men in their 20s coming out and stating that, hey, they were 8 or 14 years old when this grown woman who was in their 20s or 30s or 40s came and did whatever specifically to them. Her response is, it's your fault, right? Whatever she heard or the energy that people gave her during that time, she's, you know what? This is my time right now to give the energy that everybody else gave me. Again, this is going with the hurt people, because she is not healed. I don't even care. Let that happen to y'all as well too, because y'all didn't care. And I want to note that the young men that she's talking about, the men that she's talking about, more than likely weren't even born in her same timeline. It had nothing to do with anything that she specifically witnessed or went through or any of those things. And this happens a lot directly in the black community. This is another reason, because of trauma and different things like that, and because people feel like they've not being listened to, they're not being heard. People feel that, oh, because this trauma happened to me, I'm going to allow this to happen to everybody else so people will know how it feels. So, all right, you're broken and you're going to allow other people to be broken. That's a perfect way to really fix a situation, 100%. Perfect way to fix a situation, yes. Make everybody broken, so everybody's out here blind. Nobody can think logically without emotion. It's just right. Sure. And we all know the last statement that I made is barely even feasible. There's no logic in a lot of situations. It's pretty much only emotions, which is where her post is coming directly from. The other post from 5 days ago that she has up there is 1000% stupidity. I've never seen, actually, I'm not going to sit up here and fabricate. I've seen things like this before, worded differently and on different topics. But again, this is 100% nonsense. You're stating that the same people that you're not trying to, in a sense, be in close proximity to, you're trying to model a negative action after, which they do to their own men in order to get money. And you're going to model that to try to do it yourselves to the men of your community, knowing the fact that when you do this, those men 9 times out of 10 are innocent, but yet you're copying the same methods that have led to those same black men and black boys losing their lives, towns and cities being burned, turned into highways, turned into bridges, turned into ponds or turned into just straight asphalt. You're going to perform those exact same methods to get some type of money. And you think that this is the proper way to go about things? You think that this is okay to do? Like I said, I don't know what to tell people. I do not know what to tell people. The type of things that people will wake up and decide to write every day online, knowing the fact that they will get engagement, knowing the fact that there will be some out there that will feed directly into this. But yeah, we should just sit up there and do this. And I want to know, the women that feed directly into anything like this, those are the quote unquote feminists. Those are the ones that state that they are quote unquote anti-man, even though you need a man in order to do this, because you're not going to be able to perform this exact same method on a woman. People are going to laugh at you. People are not going to believe you. People are not going to believe you. They're not going to believe you. 100%, they're not going to believe you. So we all know why it is that they're going to frame and decide to use a man in this example in order to get money, because it's the easiest way. It's the easiest method. It's the lazy way. It's the get money 101 for dummies. That's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is. And as I stated before, this is 2025. We're still in the new year. We're still fresh in this month at this moment in time. I'm talking to you guys right now. I'm not sure when you guys are going to run up on this video. It is Saturday, January 11th, 2025 at 9:44 p.m. And this is what I'm running into on. And people wonder why it is that I've said a variety of things online. This is why. This is clear-cut, 100% the reason why I've said the things that I've stated online. And again, I'll get pushback. I'll get people throwing up some hypotheticals. I'll get people trying to throw themselves into the situation. And again, it makes no sense, because if I'm not talking about you, you need to shut up. If I'm clearly highlighting who it is that I'm talking about, why put yourself in the situation? Why put yourself in the conversation? This one right here is the example. This is the leader that others will decide to follow. But like I said, I'll be the enemy. Like I told people before, whatever nightmare you need, I will be that. Whatever devil you need, I'll be that. Whatever demon you need, I'll believe that. If you need to feel that there is some great black man out there that is the worst of the worst evil, that he's just out there to make hit pieces and talk about black women, I'll be that guy. I'll be that guy. Because I would rather it be me versus you going out there and attacking guys that don't have nothing to do with nothing. And I've seen that far too often, especially online. I've seen guys minding their own business, and then out of nowhere, flocks of women will just come out of nowhere for whatever reason, some hypothetical, and they'll just start attacking a guy. They'll start bringing up his picture. They're still talking about how he looks, all this other type of stuff. Now, in my mind, I would look at that as a form of harassment. In women's minds out here, they would feel that's some type of justification because of what several men did to them in the past, or what some men did today, or what another man is going to do in the future. Makes no sense. It 100% lacks all logic, and it's 100% emotion. But like I said, stuff like this is okay. Just like posts like this is okay. And I would like to say that this type of rhetoric will lead towards a type of hatred when it deals with men and young boys directly out here. But people aren't ready for those types of conversations. People can easily bring up the conversations or the post or whatnot that men will state about women all the time. Just the beginning of time. Cool. Wonderful. No problem. And you've had men that have addressed those situations, those problems, those posts, both in blogs, videos, tweets, clips, IGs, what have you. But you'll tell that to women and be like, I've never seen it. But yet, seemingly, when I showcase and I highlight things like this that happen on somewhat of a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, nobody says anything. It's always a whataboutism. Men do the same things. Why don't you talk about the men? Why don't you highlight all the things that, why don't you bring up the stats? Why? It's always that. Instead of actually focusing in on what the problem is. Like I said, you have women like this that'll state this, and they'll be the main ones raising sons. So if she has this mentality and she decides to go out here and lay down with a man unprotected and then gives birth to a son, what do you think? What do you think the type of household or mentality he's going to have or grow up in? How do you think that he's going to feel about himself as a young boy, knowing the fact that soon enough he's going to become a man? He's going to hate that. And he's going to want to change that. He's going to want to become something that he knows his mother doesn't hate, and something that he knows that his mother and other women are going to love. But again, that's another conversation that a lot of people are not ready or prepared emotionally to actually have. But everybody wants to, quote unquote, touch on every other subject and conversation though. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.